Alright folks, what we have here is a home air conditioner made by Ruud. I don't think it's Ruud, but it's Ruud, I think. You guys can correct me. Alright, the problem here is that the air conditioning was not working. It was not cold. Alright, that's the model number that I have. So the problem here was it was blowing inside, but it wasn't cold. So the first thing I did was I come outside and check to see if the fan or the condenser out here is moving. It was not. It was just totally not spinning at all. So what I did was I noticed that there's a little circuit breaker here, high pressure reset. What I did was I pushed that button on. You can hear the compressor go click, and then you hear it buzz. And then all of a sudden, nothing happened. Blew the circuit breaker again. So what I did was you take a little tiny screwdriver, or a thin one, okay, not tiny, long. Don't stick your fingers in the fan over here, okay. What I did was I stuck this in here and I gave it a little spin. Okay, make sure that that was moving freely. So I know it's not the motor yet. So what I did was I reached over, I hit that little button, okay, you hear it clicking, and what I did was I just took this little screwdriver here and I gave it a little spin. When I gave it a little spin, it started to spin nice and slow. And after about maybe 10 minutes, then it stopped spinning and it didn't work again. So most of these fans, if you don't know it yet, when you turn it on, it goes right into high speed. Okay, it's not like a, there's Emily, if you hear her in the background. So almost like a, not like a ceiling fan. Ceiling fan, when you flip up the ceiling fan, you ever notice that it spins really slow? Then it starts to pick up speed and then it goes right to high. Well, with an AC, what you need is you need that fan to kick up really, really fast. So in order to kick it really fast, you need like a burst of energy. And that burst of energy comes from a capacitor, which is located right here. So all the electricity that comes from your wall is accumulated in that capacitor and it holds it. And then when you ask for AC, it's going to release it. It kicks in the motor and the motor spins into high right away. Okay, that's what you want to do. You can't have that little spinning slowly and pick up the speed. It goes right into high speed as soon as it kicks it in. So the problem here, 90% of the times, it is the capacitor. Okay, capacitors do go bad. They're fairly cheap, maybe about $30. All right, give or take. This particular one here is the original one. Okay, if you see it, this is a 55.0/5.0 with 370 volts. That's the MFD right here. When you replace it, get the same one. Don't get one lower. Higher, you might be okay, but you know what? Deal with the same one. So this is the replacement one I got. Got it off of Amazon. Okay, make sure it was the same. 55, 5, 370 volts. Okay, it's a little shorter. Okay, this one's a little taller. The original one, then the replacement one, it's shorter. Goes on with 2 bolts. So the way I replaced this was, I pulled the fuse box out of there, removed it, killed the electricity, come over here. You need like a piece of wire or what I use my 1/4" drive right here. And what I did was I short circuited it from each prong to each other just to kill the electricity that's in the capacitor, because there's going to be some electricity in there that if you pull it out, you might get a little zap. So after you pull the fuse out, you know the system is dead. What I did was I just put that bar across this way, all 3 terminals, make sure it's totally stone dead. Then I pulled all these 4 wires. Take a picture if you want, that way you know where they go. Okay? The new capacitor is written C for common. The H over there is for Herm, and the other one is for the fan. Okay? So I took a picture of it. I'll show it to you. The picture that I took. It's not written on here, which are, because it's all rusty, but it does say it on the side here. See, the black cap one is the common, okay, which is right here in the corner. It says that the green is for the fan, which is this one here, and the white one is for the Herm. Okay, so over here you got the Herm, you get the common, you get the fan. All right, so it's just pretty much just unplugging it and putting it back in. I'm going to bolt it back on, and then we're going to test it. All right, just to make sure, I already pushed this button in. All right, everything's good. Oh, by the way, when you're out here, you're going to notice that the condenser over here is going to be full of dust and debris because it gets sucked in. Remember, this fan blows up out of the way, so when it blows up, it sucks in everything this way. So most of the time, all your dirt is usually against the wall. This side is usually free. The other side is pretty free. This one was dirty, especially since I have my dryer right here. Right there. That doesn't really help. Okay, so the dirt comes in, gets sucked in, and it clogs it up. And when you clog it up, you're not going to get air conditioning either. And it also overheats. Capacitors go bad. Okay, it's not a thing that lasts forever. This says 2000 on it, so I'm guessing it's 22 years old, which is not bad. But capacitors usually go when right in the heat of the summer. All right, we had 2 days here of over 90 degrees, and on the second day, it went bad. All right, so what we're going to do here is we're going to set it up. It's all done. It's installed. I'm going to go and turn it on. And when you turn it on, you're going to hear this thing click, kick on, and the fan is going to go into high. So let me see and set you up with my little camera here. Right. And hopefully when it kicks in, it's not going to knock my camera off. All right, so I'll put it right here. I'm going to go inside. And ready, rock and roll. There you go. All right. It's on high speed. The fan should be blowing pretty good. That shows you how much power this fan should have. Watch. Look at this glove. See, I won't even stay there. Okay? It's got to blow fast. If it's not blowing fast, then you have a problem. All right. That's it. My little HC 101. There's your compressor. You notice that it's starting to get nice and cold here now. Okay, the temperature of this is cold. That's good. All right. Thank you guys. Thanks for watching. Ciao.